Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a quarantine cook with me taco and fideo edition. So we are going to be making ground beef tacos. So it's going to have some potatoes and just some ground beef in it. I'm going to show you step by step how to make them. If you're craving Mexican food, if you're craving tacos and you can't get them because of the stinking quarantine, I'm going to show you exactly how to make them. But as always, never forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's jump right into it. So here is Chef Victor's recipe for, say hi Chef Victor.
Hello.
For tacos de carne molida. We're using 96.4 ground beef. And he put in 1 clove of garlic. And you're going to put 1 potato. Okay, we're gonna cut up little squares of a potato, and then it looks like we have here half a jalapeno. So now we're cutting up the potatoes. It's just 1 golden potato. This is just seasoned selects. They come in a big bag like this, a 5-pound bag, and it's just gold potatoes. And they come like this at H-E-B. And so he just grabbed 1 medium-sized potato and he's cutting it up super skinny here. Now the meat is just about brown. There's still some red parts left as he's finishing up cutting up the rest of the potatoes. But I'm going to season the meat with a heaping tablespoon of caldo de tomate. It's just by Knorr, and I'm pretty sure it says caldo de tomate con sabor de pollo everywhere you can buy it. But if it's not, get tomato bouillon. I don't know. We're gonna use just some regular old salt. Remember, this is pretty salty, so we're just gonna put a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna put up some ground black pepper. So when I say a heaping tablespoon of this, I just have a regular large spoon, and I'm just going to grab a heaping portion of it, so over the spoon, and I'm going to sprinkle it over the ground. All you really need is those 3 seasonings, because there is a fresh clove of garlic right here. We're putting in some fresh jalapenos, and we have the potato. And if you don't have this by Knorr, you can always put fresh tomatoes in and maybe some chicken broth if you have it, or some beef broth. And so this is how we should be looking. Again, this was 96.4 ground beef, so it's not going to release a lot of fat. However, the little fat that it does, these potatoes are going to soak up, and they're going to be filled with so much flavor. And those onions, we're just gonna let everything reduce down and fry up a bit so everything can absorb each other. Now I'm going to show you how to make some fideo. And so you're going to want a pack about this size. And this is just a disclaimer that I like my fideo a little bit less watery. And so I'm going to start off here. I have 2 cloves of garlic chopped, and then I have a little bit less of the onion that I put inside the ground beef. Here, chopped up again, probably about 1 inch big of onion. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw it into this medium saucepan. And right now I have it on medium heat as I'm adding my ingredients in. healthier version of this Fideo, if you have some cooking spray, Just go ahead and add it very heavily in there. And you're going to want to throw in the fideo. If you don't want to use the cooking spray, you can add some olive oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you have on hand. And I just like to make sure this cooking spray is completely coated all over the fideo. And so you're just going to let that brown up with the onions before we add in the spices. And you want to make sure that you're constantly moving it, and also keep an eye on it. And I will show you exactly how you will know when it's ready to start boiling out. So here again, I have it on medium heat because you don't want to blast them because you'll accidentally burn them. And so this is how you know that they are getting fried up. As you can see, some of them, like this one here, some of them that are a little bit more brown, you want the majority of them to look like that. And also you want your onions and your garlic to caramelize, so the fideo can really soak up that flavor that it gives it. Again, to season this, since we already put the onion and garlic, there's no need to use garlic or onion powder, but you can either use this caldo de tomate, or you can also use this little block, which is the exact same thing. It comes in like this. You just drop it in there, and obviously you're gonna need to add water in order for it to start breaking down. But I just threw it in there now. And here I have a cup of warm water. And what I'm going to add into this warm water is some cumin. Just ground cumin. I would say about a tablespoon or half a tablespoon of this. I'm going to put a dash of these parsley flakes. Again, you need to make sure that you're continuing to stir, because some of them can very easily get burnt. And as you can see, some of these are already really dark brown, and that's what we're looking for. The majority of them are already dark brown. So what I'm going to do is now use a spoon, stir this up, make sure it's all ready to pour, and pour it in there. And as you can see, the little red cube is now breaking down and turning this red. And unlike rice, this is pasta, so you can turn it, you can move it, you can touch it after you add the spices. Up a little bit to about 7 to 8 and let it boil. The ground beef or the taco meat is pretty much done. As you can see, everything is nice and simmered down. We are going to be using Mission white corn tortillas, super soft. These are not healthy at all. Mission does make a low carb option. I would highly recommend this if you're watching your macros.
We're not trying to be healthy in this channel, okay?
Just so you know, 2 tortillas is 100 calories. So if you are entering this into MyFitnessPal, you need to make sure that you account for 2 tortillas, 1 portion is 100 calories. To a boil about 2 minutes later. So you just want to give it a stir, make sure nothing's sticking at the bottom. So if you like spicy food, I highly recommend adding this. You can add some Cholula, Tabasco, whatever your choice of salsa. And so what I'm going to do is just add a couple of dashes of this to spice it up. The fideo is now done. This is how I like it. Normal people, I guess, like it with a little bit more water in it. But it is perfect. And now we are on to making the taquitos. So as toppings for these tacos, we are going to use a tomato, an avocado, some lettuce.
Shoot.
So this is what we have. We have little taquitos already warmed up. We put some meat inside of them. So next I'm going to add the avocado, some lettuce and diced tomatoes, and a dollop of sour cream.
You can take it.
It's my favorite salsa ever. I love it. Yummy. Here's the final product. I hope you enjoyed this quarantine cook with me taco and fideo edition. Please tag me on any of them if you try this recipe, if you try them at home. My Instagram will be in the bottom bar, so if you try them on Instagram, tag me in your stories so I can see them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Besos!